It says it's going live. Let's see if we have gone live. It says that we are live. And the stream is live. Okay, we are here. Hello, everyone. I absolutely despise OBS in relation to streaming on YouTube, but we are here. Just an FYI for everyone, we are only live on YouTube now, which I already regret.
It's whatever.
But let's try and do our introduction again, shall we? I am Trisky, your not-so-humble GM, and the nerd who runs this channel on Lucky Rolls. And joining me are a bunch of doofuses who are going to do things in a prison. Starting from the leftmost would be Reaper Joe.
Hey, I play Pixie. And also I run Sunkid, who now has a new icon.
Yeah, I finally found something that remotely looked like a top-down servo skull, so I'm happy about that. It was previously just some chopper icon from like an apocalyptic vehicle pack that I had. Next would be Sponge.
Hello, I play Swifter. I want to start a YouTube channel. Does anybody know if Fraps, Bandicam, or Screencast-O-Matic are good recording software? Thank you.
Get out.
The pure immediate malice.
Right, the door's
Perfect.
right there. Use it. The door's right here.
Anywho.
Hey,
We
at
got
least he'll
Fluff.
figure out if he has- hey, at least he'll figure out if he has audio on his
He
stream.
does.
We do. We're good. Next to introduce themselves would be Fluff.
Hello, I play Mouse, the person who everyone thought was like 5'4", but in reality is like 7 feet fucking tall. And apparently we've just now made this revelation. He's also afraid of mice, because
Yep.
why the fuck not? Oh,
Yep.
and he apparently fucking domes Tyranids now.
He shoot gun well.
He
He is
does.
the gun hand of the party. And last, but definitely not least, would be Manny, as played by Penguin.
Hey, I'm Penguin, also playing Manny. A Kaijin jungle fighter who had his world surprise when one of his closest teammates, I would say, is technically a boss.
Yeah, the party has learned, towards the end of last session actually, that Swifter is in fact a member of the Inquisition.
I am?
Or at least an inquisitorial acolyte.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah, they you fucker.
How did you forget your own?
No, I think he's fucking with us.
Because
Yeah, I know.
man.
Dude, Pixie's just rubbing off on him.
I'm way too deep undercover that even I don't know.
That is some like level of dedication that sounds like fucking mind drugs and something that the Adeptus like fucking.
Corvus is rubbing off.
You'd get like Colexis and whatnot assassins. No, not Colexis. You'd get parts of the assassin orders that would actually do that, unironically.
Lordy.
It's like, all right, Frankie, it's about time you get out. Get out of what? What's going on? Are you a cop? It's like, Frankie, you've been undercover for 5 years. What are you fucking talking about? I ain't no snitch.
And then the keyword is triggered. He's like, "Aye, aye, boss." Anyway,
Apple pie.
so to bring everyone up to speed with where we were at the very end of the last session, these gentlemen are in a large even more underhive than when they usually live. Abandoned manufactorum district of the Adeptus Mechanicus on Hive Acropolis of the world Necromunda. They are currently exploring the Warden's office on the fuck all the way up there floor of this massive prison facility, and have found the restroom and used the restroom And then we ended off last session with them starting to get out of the restroom, only to hear the latched, like, crank wheel door of the actual warden's office being opened and something stepping out at the very end of last session. And that is where we cliffhanged. Because I thought it was funny.
It was pretty funny.
It was a lull.
He caught us with our pants down.
To be fair, quite literally, yes.
Yep.
All right. Well, if you guys don't mind, Mouse is going to like go on his silent comms and say, "Okay, I take point because I have the fucking gun. You guys, Manny, you stand right behind me in case Manny and Swifter, you stand right behind me in case he tries to fucking melee me, and the rest of you just try to provide cover. Let's do this."
That doesn't make any sense. Why would the ranged person go in front?
Fair enough. Manny, Swifter, you go in front, I'll go behind.
This has been interesting. There's some disturbance in my home for the first time in hundreds of years. Go on out. Show yourselves.
It's like, okay, well, I guess the jig's up already.
Man, I just walk out then. Okay, fuck it.
It's like, we don't mean any harm, we're just looking for something.
You step outside, and in front of the now opened... So this vault door doesn't open, like, swinging outwards. It actually goes up. There's, like, a slot that pulls out and lets the wheel of the crank actually go up as well. So there's a full, like, open space where the door once was. And standing in front of you is a rather large... and somewhat familiar figure, though there's immediately something off about them. As, Swifter, you would notice, some telltale signs of something in particular.
Oh.
What's up?
And, this figure turns and looks at you. And, you can't see his face. His face is, completely and utterly metal at this point. For he is definitely some form of mechanicus from what the rest of you can gather.
I can't see a damn thing.
The door's open. That's a door that, like, swings out both ways. You can see through that.
I mean, I'm mobile.
Oh, yeah.
Of course you are. You got legs, don't you?
That thing. That thing where he can't boot up the campaign, so we have to give him screenshots. That's what you're seeing right now.
He has tentacles. Okay, then.
He is he is taller than Mouse. And carries a good amount of space of the doorframe. He has mechadendrites coming off basically every part of his spinal column that you could imagine. He has a few tentacles coming out of an orifice in his stomach that seem a little bit like it should be bleeding profusely, but it isn't. And he has many different, like, obvious, like, optical sensors and lights on his face and around his body. He has many different, like, weapons and things holstered on him. But he is not raising anything in malice or any sort of, like, hostile intent. He is just simply turning and looking at you all. And you, Swifter and Manny, you being right up front, you get this immediate feeling that he sees more than you would see with the naked eye. It's almost like he's looking through you.
Enjoying the view?
Yeah, we don't...
attempt humor, Catachin.
No, it's the first company you've had in a while, is it not?
I appreciate the intent to... What is it called? Break the ice.
I'm still melting some ice in here. Hold on. I really had to go, guys. I'll be out there in a minute.
But damn it. Listen, we didn't mean to intrude or anything. We're just looking for something for our boss.
Oh, and what might that be?
It's like kind of like looking at him, knowing, like thinking for a minute, like if it's here, he's probably gonna know it, and if he doesn't want us to have it and we try to take it, he's gonna know anyways. So there's no fucking point in hiding it from him. He's like, we're looking for something coffin shaped. It's some sort of machine that'll help our boss finally get use of her muscles back.
Well, I believe I might be able to help you with that.
That would be much appreciated. We've been kind of stumped as to where it is.
Here's the mistake you have made. It does not exist. Yet.
Yet.
Come, follow me. He turns and walks back into the warden's office.
Hold on, almost done. All right.
Pixie, finish it up. Come on, we gotta go.
Take
Hold
your
on.
time, pseudo-druggy one.
Druggy. Dude, I don't do drugs, man. I kind of
I am able to sense many grams of THC within your systems, whether intentional or not.
The fuck is Hold on. And I kind of like hop on one leg trying to get my finish my business, and damn zipper's stuck. And then he goes to the sink and tries to wash his hands, and I'm assuming nothing comes out.
Actually, the sinks function just fine, though the water is what you are used to, like this not pretty sludgy stuff.
Hey man, you gotta wash your hands.
It's like, yeah, all right. Like, and Mouse is just like, Doc, come join us when you're feeling okay, I guess. Are you doing all right in there?
Doc on the toilet, you just hear like a knocking on the door. No!
It's like, we've got a +1 back here. Kind of one of you guys. He might join us later, but I think he's having some trouble.
I can overhear your conversation.
Yeah.
As what was whispered to Manny, he turns and basically says, I can hear you.
Oh, good. Then you know that you and I are quite different.
Yes, Inquisitor. I have no qualm with you.
Very well then. I've worked with Chaos in the past. Considering
Very
that this is...
interesting.
The fuck is that?
Chaos? What the fuck?
You need not worry about it, little ones. Let the adults speak as he continues back into the warden's office and bids you to follow along.
Like, I was following along. Like,
You just called everyone here children except Swift.
like, fucking, I two-shotted a fucking Tyrannid like a minute ago, didn't I?
Dude, it's okay. We don't have to worry about it. Just listen to the big squiggly.
You've
big squiggly.
encountered the pesky little bugs that run around here, yes. They are a little bit annoying at times.
Yeah, I bet they're not too much of an issue for you, though, huh?
Well, I don't tend to leave very often, unless I need a snack.
How long have you known that these, well, Xenos were here?
Considering I have only been awake again for, let's see. Would you prefer, Terran years?
Preferably.
Yes, I would estimate about the past 200 years I've been awake. And hundreds of years before I've been entombed in this very facility.
Dude, you've been awake for 200 years? Like, don't you think you need some shut-eye, man?
Sleep is for the weak and the flesh. The metal is strong and keeps me fine. Plus, I have other benefactors, you could say, that make it so I can continue pursuing my studies. Oh! Pardon me. We have, not done the proper courtesy. I am Jakarta. He says as he turns to you and, like, spreads out his arms and, like, this is what I look like for him, even though you've already gotten a pretty good picture of him.
No,
Magna Carta, got it. I'm Pixie.
Mouse.
Swifter.
Just call me Manny.
And the guy blasting his guts out in the stall is Doc Corvus.
Very pleasant to meet you all. Now welcome to my facility. So as you follow him into the warden's office, you see a very sort of standard, like, warden's room. This is like basically any bureaucrat's office that Swifter or Manny has seen outside in the Greater Imperium. And for Mouse and Pixie, it looks just like some dude's place. Like, he has a desk, he has some drawers and whatnot. It looks oddly normal for the guy with tentacles walking about, who is even taller than Mouse at this point.
So you'd say it's well kept?
Yeah, it is very well maintained, in fact. Everything outside of here, like, the other rooms were caked in dust, but once you enter here, it is spotless.
Nice place you got here.
I do appreciate the compliment. I do my best to, maintain cleanliness. Though, to be fair, I only care about my inner quarters. I apologize for the unsightly scenes you've had up until getting here, but as you might suspect, I do not expect guests. Now I may ask, what brings you all deep down into this sector?
I think Mouse just kind of told you already.
Yeah, the whole
Yes.
coffin thing.
Sorry, let me rephrase. Who led you here?
Mechanicus guys.
Ah, my old brothers. Can
I used to
I
work with them.
work with them? I mean, we were all connected at some point. The ones who brought you here I may have never met, but I still feel an odd sort of kinship. They just did not approve of my methodologies.
Honestly, these guys, I feel like there's few things they wouldn't approve of. They seemed pretty chill about everything.
You could almost say they were, like, radical, dude.
Radical. Wait, don't tell me. Mag, you had met Rad, did you not?
I
Yeah.
think that's what he called himself, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ah, that poor Skitari fool. How is he doing now, Redicus?
Doing pretty rad.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. We got him some blueprints for some more hoverboards and stuff. Pretty good.
Hoverboards. Those were... I have a vague recollection of aiding in that design forever ago, but that is neither here nor there. You are here for something else. And he approaches a wall where you see a cogitator. Basically, for those of you not in the know of Warhammer 40k, computers are basically called cogitators. It's like a terminal. And he approaches it, and all of his mechadendrites raise, like, simultaneously and interface in various ports along the sides of this thing. Yeah, instead of computing, cogitators cogitate.
You said previously that this device that we are looking for, it's not made yet?
Yes, there is very much a reason for that, as I will show you. And the door behind you, as you are all in here, seems to like automatically close as he's operating this thing. It seals shut and rotates, but it doesn't seem like he's specifically focusing on that. Like, you can tell almost at a glance that it's because he's doing what he's doing to get somewhere else. It's almost like sealing off.
Kind of like an airlock.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to think of the word for. It's basically airlocking this room. The back door is closing. You hear a small hiss as some mist comes out of some vents up along the upper edges of the wall.
Oh. Is that good?
Worry not, it is simply disinfectant.
Is there a scrutiny or a possible detect information check to see if he may be lying or have intent or malintent?
Basically like the closest to an insight kind of check.
Yeah.
As far as like a skill within system,
Was there an insight?
I would say that I'm going to apply deception as that skill.
Oh,
But it's more like, deception charisma as a means of being like detecting
Reverse
if they,
engineering it,
yeah.
Yeah. You sort of literally beat me to it, so can I roll as well?
Go ahead.
Fucking alarm!
Ooh.
Damn, good roll.
Ooh. In the
Manny,
immortal words-
you seem a little suspect of this guy, but you decide to wait a moment to see what the heck this powder actually is. Meanwhile, covering your mouth a little bit just in case. And after a short while, it smells basically like Febreze, and you relax. It is literally a mist disinfectant. He's just being all mystical about it, is what you can gather.
Ah, yes.
Ah.
Archaeotech.
Don't breathe this stuff in, but it does what's intended.
Alright, now that that is taken care of, we will go retrieve your other friend soon once it becomes necessary. For now, I welcome you to my actual inner sanctum. And a bookshelf along the back wall shifts to the side and reveals yet another massive door of metal. Well cleaned, well kept, as it slides up and you see a descending staircase.
Hey, just a question. I don't mean to insult your generosity here, but what exactly are you getting out of this? You're helping us. Why?
Oh, we will discuss the terms of our deal once we arrive and I show you what I mean.
Ah, gotcha.
Jakarta. You went ahead and we managed to get information on this device seemingly before it was quote-unquote created. How is that even possible?
Oh, the device and its knowledge. You know, I'll just bring it up now. No point in wasting your time, I suppose, though it does, interest me to keep you here longer for the company, you see. I was imprisoned here for a simple reason. They were too afraid to execute me, for I was the only one who held this knowledge.
No.
Yes, you see this facility, Mechanicum, do not take meager prisoners for the same purposes as the Imperium. This was not a prison. This was an interrogation facility.
That makes sense.
All prisoners here were those who had sinned against their perceptions of the Omnissiah, but still held valuable information for the Mechanicus. And so were not allowed to die yet, until such information was divulged.
I see.
And I was the only one who knew of this serum that you seek.
Wait, I thought we were looking for a coffin.
You were looking for something with a specific drug in it.
Oh, okay.
So, is this archaeotech or, well, a
Archaeotech.
warp artifact?
No, nothing of the warp. You would call it Archaeotech, I assume. It is simply an old STC I found hundreds of years ago that I sought to memorize. But the STC itself was lost in an orc raid on my home planet.
I'm hearing a lot of like techno jargon, and I'm kind of like, what's an STC?
You need not worry yourself, child.
Would Mouse even know what an orc is?
You would probably have some very vague stories of these big green things called orcs that are angry, but you would not have like any first-hand experience, luckily. Actually, there is one hive on Necromunda that was basically fucked up by orcs.
Yeah, and we also killed one, didn't we?
No.
No, you haven't killed an orc.
It's still robot.
Butcher wasn't an orc?
Also, I like to imagine that this is
No,
Jakarta.
the butcher was not an orc. He was a mutated human.
Yeah, Jakarta
gotcha.
is saying this.
Anyways.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Well, at least confirms for me that the voice changer is actually
At least
working.
confirm that orcs are good punching bags.
Works both ways, Manny. It works both ways.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I have a subtle envy of the orcs and their culture, how little they have to care for things. But I do prefer to perform my experiments over dwelling over such things. Yeah. He leads you into this staircase and it starts to descend downwards, and you're starting to get an impression that it's going to take a while again.
Jakarta, tell me then, if you were turned against your own Omnissiah kin, is that the reason why you turned to more malign powers to keep you alive? Well, knowledge.
Oh, you speak of this. As he goes down, he sort of turns to you sideways, continues to basically walk backwards down the stairs because he doesn't give a shit.
Slithers.
Yeah, he has regular like legs and whatnot, but he is just like Mechanicus censored out well enough that he can walk backwards without any real impediment.
Damn.
And he shows you that same thing that looks like it should be bleeding profusely, but instead protrudes tentacles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my feather-headed benefactor does seem to enjoy my works, at least. That is why I've been around.
And what do you get out of this, then? Staying here.
I stay out of the eyes of those who would seek to lock me up. Instead, I get freedom and peace to perform my experiments. One day, after I had been imprisoned here, I heard a voice, let's say, that offered me an out. At that time, I was alive off of Mouse shuffling his microphone about back and forth.
Oh, sorry.
This is data comms.
I was left alive in my cell using the benefits of Mechanicus technology to keep me sustained. As I heard a voice that offered me an out, and when I awoke, I hungered. But you wouldn't, enjoy my food, he says as he pulls out from inside of his, Mechanicus robes, he pulls out an iron bar that you can very well see was from one of the cells.
Does he just, munch on it?
Yeah, he literally takes this thing, lifts it up above his mouth and the middle parts of his head, and you see a portion of it that looked vaguely mouth-shaped. It almost looked drawn on, but it actually just, elongates and opens up a maw, and he sword swallows this fucking pipe. And the jaw closes, and he lets out a small burp.
An organic mixture with technology. Yeah. At least it's not flesh you're consuming.
It's still pretty fucking terrifying, dude.
Well, it at least let me eat the bonds that held me. And when I stepped out of my cell, after yet another snack on the bars that held me back, I found this place abandoned completely. Didn't take long for me to gain access to this place, however. The generator in the room above powers all of my experiments quite well. I'm surprised they didn't bring it with them. Invest that much in such an amazing piece of power and leave it behind. Seems odd of the Mechanicum to me.
Swifter is, kind of taking this information in as a kind of, effectively a lore dump. Just, but also keeping an eye on Jakarta.
Alright, just a few more flights we go. And then I'll show you my work.
Hey, can I call you Dr. Dre?
You may call me whatever you wish, child. I care not.
Pixie takes 1d4 meta damage.
You're not the GM?
You're right. Pixie takes 2d6 meta damage.
Ah, shit. Hey.
Lucky
All
you
right.
with your low rolls. Anywho.
Yeah.
You proceed down a couple more flights of stairs as he reaches yet another metal door. He seems to have a lot of these set up. And he, once again, interfaces with a cogitator terminal at the side of it and tells it to open. You can hear a vague whoosh sound of something above you closing. You assume the door behind you at the top of the stairs. But it doesn't get sprinkled with mist or anything. The other door just opens. As he steps inside and you enter a very elaborately set up research room. It is not the biggest room that you've seen of the Mechanicus, but the things inside of here would probably make Doc Corvus cry if he were around.
God, I bet Doc would lose his mind over this.
It's tons and tons of desks with varying chemicals that you have seen or haven't seen, varying different machines that appear to operate different, there are welders lying around. There are those machines that that Dremel out things for metal and whatnot. All sorts of that kind of shit. Basically, he has an entire setup that he could manufacture in a way any sort of metal prototype that he would want.
Is it like a workshop, or is it more like
Oh, it's
a
a-
lab?
It's sort of a mix of a workshop and a lab. Like he has like parts of it that are more like scientific lab chemicals and whatnot, and instruments for testing and measuring things. And another part of it is this like workshop style equipment.
So a lab shop, if you will,
Yeah.
or perhaps a work lab.
And, like, Mouse is just like in awe of all this, and it's like, wow, if Doc had this, he could make me an entire fucking mechanical arm.
That would be child's play.
Ooh, I like this. I like all this techie stuff.
It cuts back to Doc. There's just a very large, loud fart noise.
I'll name this.
Oh yes, very good.
That one took forever.
Okay, everyone.
Okay, back to work.
Now, let me show you what you seek. He walks over to some of the chemical benches, and there's a panel on the wall that has a small button next to it. It's just a basic button. He presses it, a small cogitator keyboard comes out. He types something in it, like, faster than you can blink. And the panel itself opens up proper, and out of it comes some chemicals. They're in these very simple glass vials, but they glow in this area, and you can see like the emanating steam or such of like water vapor and whatnot. This place was like chilled to hell and back. It's basically like he pulled it out of a freezer, but yet the chemicals are liquid still.
Okay, so now what's the catch?
I know how to make your anti-muscle dystrophy formula, but I do need one thing done for me first, as there is one component I severely lack, that I know exists elsewhere in this facility, but that I have been hesitant to leave, let I bring more undue attention to myself.
All right. What's that?
Off to the eastern sectors of this manufactorum, there is a certain compound held in a brightly colored crate. I need not tell you what said compound is. I just need to tell you that I desire it.
When you say brightly colored, are we talking like...
Bright orange.
Okay.
But
Okay,
you may run into some difficulties. And I do not mean the bugs.
What?
But-
as long as it isn't rats, it'll be fine. We can blast them away.
What is these difficulties that we might encounter?
Why did you suddenly sound German?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's a German?
Yeah.
Sorry. Why did you suddenly sound Krieg? Anyway.
There you go.
He has a Krieg buddy that he kind of imitates every once in a while. You get used to it.
Over there are a group of, simpletons, I would describe them as. But they hail from another hive, actually.
Bandits?
No, they aren't simply waste bandits. That would be much too boring, don't you think?
I mean, you did say they were simpletons, but go on.
No, they're a completely different style of simpleton. They hail from the skull.
Oh.
To be honest, I think to you, just about anybody existing is a simpleton.
Even by your standards, you would find them as such.
I feel like you're being like unnecessarily vague, though.
He's talking about, well, the
Listen,
Little one, or... Well, actually, you are the tallest amongst these, but you do seem quite childish in nature, despite your long weapon.
hey,
No worries.
the one
I
of the
mean, no
skull.
insult. I'm just going to let you know that you'll get to meet, something approaching the orcs.
Ah, okay. Now I understand why you're being vague about it. Neat. Okay.
all right. I guess it's a challenge.
Oh, yes, they are brutish and simple, but they are not anything to scoff at for the average combatant.
I'd assume not. I'm assuming it would be an unwise idea to get within arm's reach, is what you're saying.
You might say that, yes. Now I shall need one of your compats to divulge you the directions to their location. And
I
then
got
I will bid you along your way.
Here, he immediately hands over his compad. Just be aware there's some pictures of those.
A single mechadendrite before you can even finish extends out, latches into it, and then it basically immediately disconnects, and the next thing you notice is that the screen pops up the map application that you have, and there's like a beeping point on it now.
Oh, that's helpful.
Very interesting collection of pictures, my friend.
Man is going to hold out his data slate and request that he update his map with just the area entirely, filling it out, including the sections we couldn't decipher.
Oh, yes, you cannot read the mechanics symbols. Yes, let me, I have not been to most of the facilities here as I was transferred to this world, specifically for this prison facility, but from what you have logged, I believe I can translate these for you. As he, same thing, massive, mechadendrite comes out, latches into a port on your data slate, and then immediately disconnects. And, your data slate now has basically a rough, and very short encyclopedia of the symbols that were on the map prior. And as you get back there, I will translate them for you.
Cool.
But they basically are like general designations for the kind of district that you are heading towards. So one of them is like weaponry manufactorum, another one is like storage or something like that, that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Hey, you got any like spare flamer ammo down here?
Oh. Yeah. I believe I can whip something together.
Neat.
And he pulls out his own flamer off of one of his mechadendrites, a heavy flamer as you can inspect it, and pulls off one of the tanks and tosses it to Pixie before you're ready.
Catch it. Just barely.
That ought to be enough.
Oh,
yeah.
And one more thing. She's like going through his bag. Like, I don't know if you're interested in modern tech, but I found these like ages ago. I don't know what to do with them. Maybe you want them. And he pulls out like you remember the pirate raid thing? He pulls out the headphones and music player that are still blaring Barbie Girl and just hands it to him. Here, I can't get it to shut off. I just want it
goes
gone.
your archaeotech like it's nothing.
I want it gone.
He takes the thing. There's just been like underneath all of these sessions like a low humming Barbie Girl in some part of Mouse's bag.
Yeah.
And you haven't been able to turn it off, and for some reason it hasn't run out of power over the course of, weeks?
It's like, yeah,
So-
just take it. I don't want it.
He takes this thing from you and very almost immediately clicks a couple buttons, spins something, and the music turns off.
Oh, sweet release.
And then he takes it, moves over to the workshop, and sort of files it away somewhere. A very interesting device, though it serves no truly practical purpose.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I
man.
shall inspect it.
I don't know. All I know is that the guy was on like 5 doses of stim and was passed out in a bathroom urinal. Listen to that.
Understandable, I guess.
God.
He lifts up some of the mechadendrites and sort of motions like dismissively towards you. I have work to do though, so I kindly ask that you get along with your task and go collect that other gentleman of yours on the way out.
All right, let's head out then, I guess.
Is there a faster way than the elevator? It took forever.
Yeah, I was gonna mention this to him. He should probably take a look at the elevator.
Oh, the elevator?
Yeah.
Must be because I've been diverting the power to myself. Here, I shall fix that on your way out. Just hope you, I would recommend you hold on.
Like looking over at Manny. Are you gonna be all right, man?
It's technically not a motor vehicle.
Dude, it has a motor.
It's not
And
a
it
vehicle.
moves.
It's not a vehicle.
Well, we'll see.
We'll be back, Drakata.
Later, Dr. Dre.
Yes, quite. Yes, off you go, children. And with that, the door to his workshop opens, like without any input from him. It seems like he could do this remotely the whole entire time, but he was showing off a little bit. And you proceed back up the staircase. The door, once you reach the top, seems to automatically open as well. And you hear once again the sound of another door shutting, presumably at the bottom of the staircase. You re-enter his warden's office, still absolutely spotless.
I thought I was gonna have to kill him.
Could you? Could we have?
I could try.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. That guy was like
I like
30
living-
feet tall, had
like
like
living-
tentacles and shit. I don't think we could have. I'm
I
gonna
like
be
living-
honest.
I enjoy living my life.
Yeah, maybe that's a fight we didn't want to pick.
Like, no offense. Like, you may be part of this inquiry thing, but like, you pick that fight, you're on your own, dog.
He's useful for us. I don't want to pick a fight that will ruin our chances of whatever ruining Sarah needs.
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly. Now let's pick up Doc. Hopefully he's done fighting demons in there.
Hey, dog. Pinch that loaf. Let's go.
He's
I really hope he gets back around now.
He's recharging a bit after baby, and then baby came back, and then I think either he's having baby again or recharging, so he's kind of getting a whammy.
He is getting babbied hard. Somebody roll for Babby.
Yeah.
That's a D100 roll in this system too, or is it a D20 roll?
D20.
It's a D20 here.
All right.
It's a 5.
Manny got actually you're trying to roll low, so Pixie got a better baby. Manny got a pretty bad baby.
That baby's throwing a temper tantrum at you, Manny.
You feel some force exerted from the warp crying in your ear. But yeah, you're back in the warden's office. As you approach the door of that, it begins to make the sound of unlatching. You hear the hiss again, the bookcase behind you closes. Some of that same mist comes out, and then once the latching sound of the door ends, the mist stops spraying out and the door opens. And you are back in the hallway in the reception area.
Alright, let's grab Doc and then get the fuck out of here and go to this little bleepy bleep.
And we vacate.
Alright, you head on out. Doc comes with, even though he's AFK. Because you're not just gonna leave him in the bathroom.
Nah.
He tails along behind you, and you proceed to walk back towards the elevator, and nothing of interest occurs on the way back to the elevator.
Alright, hold on everyone. Apparently this is gonna go real fast.
Pixie just waits for everyone to get inside, then just hits the button and like does it, and then yeah, just
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone make a con check for me.
Could I argue that Pixie, with his normal reckless driving, has advantage?
I will give you a +1.
All right, that's fine.
Hey.
Straight con check.
That one that I did was for Doc Corvus, since he is not here.
All right,
Yeah, just
I
straight con. You're all doing well enough. Manny seems to have the worst of it. And by the time you reach the bottom, Manny, you are feeling a bit nauseous, but you managed to hold it in barely. Everyone else seems to have taken the words of, hold tight to heart, and grips on well enough as this elevator, so let's say it was coming up at maybe like 2 miles an hour. Really slowly. Some shit like that. Yeah, it's probably going down at like 40.
So we start, like, if we're not holding on, we just start floating a bit upwards.
Oh yeah, basically. Gravity is like yoinking you around. The reason Manny has a bit of an issue is because he almost reaches the top and it's sort of like flattened against it a little bit until he gets his bearings.
Pixie is like, oh, it's only going this fast, and just like hits the button impatiently, trying to make it go faster.
Alright, everyone roll me another con check.
Yay!
Oh no. What does a terrible failure get me?
Alright, so this is what happens. He clicks the button to make it go faster, and it obliges. You are now decelerating down at way too fast. And Mouse, when it reaches the bottom, you fall flat on your face on the bottom, and Doc Corvus lands on you.
Oh, fuck.
Pixie, what if I was like, do it again?
You take
do it again,
that
do
much
it again.
damage.
What the fuck? 6 damage.
And
really?
Doc Corvus takes half of that.
Alright, I take 1 damage because fucking armor.
Nope, ignoring.
Oh, fuck yourself.
Nope.
Really go fuck yourself. Come
Hey,
on.
you can blame Pixie for that.
I'll take the blame.
Blame
Do it
doesn't
again.
get me
Do it
my
again.
hit points back, you little bitch.
As Mouse is now down to 16 HP.
Man, that's how much HP I have.
I have 3 less.
Doc Corvus is down to 13 alongside Swifter. So Swifter, Sun Kid, and Doc Corvus all have the same HP right now.
Okay,
So
shut the
there's
fuck.
that. And you reach the bottom, and
one. At 25.
you are currently doing the nicest out of the group, yes. The rest of you managed to avoid any damage. And you reach the bottom, and the elevator didn't really decelerate well enough once it reached the bottom, so there is a notable creaking sound as you impact. And the servo skull inside of the elevator simply says, "Destination reached." Thank you for writing Air Dracarda.
Yeah, Air Dracarda, fuck yourself. As he gets up and starts limping out.
Actually, Doc does have that wound.
Oh yeah, he's ribs. Did that do anything?
Oh yeah. Let me double check what that does statistically.
In combat, I think it's whenever he takes damage, he's stunned. But
Oh yeah, he's stunned a little bit when he does that. It's either a con or a will check. Considering you failed the con check to avoid the damage, I will assume that it does the same for that. I'm just gonna rule that since he's not here. And he's stunned for a little bit.
Pixie's like, I want to do it again.
Like, if you do that again, you will feel my boot going up your ass so far you can taste up my toe.
kinky.
Listen, save the foreplay for later. We got a job to do.
Wow, you guys took my lines.
Guess he's rubbing off on us.
The THC is becoming airborne.
Pixie unknowingly becomes the Nurgle plague bearer of THC.
Alright, let's get to this fucking buzz location.
Hi. You head back in the Manufactorum district. You do not seem to run into anything, and you pass by the previous war zone that you were in with these bugs, as he enjoyed referring to them as, passing through here.
Is the corpse of this one still there?
Oh yeah, they're still there.
Okay.
As you approach it, actually, there's some native wildlife, aka there's a bunch of rats, like, eating it, and they scurry off as you approach.
I had a question.
Yes.
Anyone in opposition to me just chucking this off the edge?
Wait, I have an idea. As a Swifter knows that their claws tend to be quite sharp.
Oh yeah, I got a couple of them right here. He kind of like pulls out of his backpack like 2 full hands of claws that he just tore off, like cut off of them.
Did you
Yeah,
get those off of both of them?
He cut that off of the other one, the one that he personally sniped up in the top left.
Well, alright if Swifter goes ahead and chops one off with his, or a couple off with his power sword.
Yeah, you can spend some time to do that.
Thanks. Swifter wants to get a couple.
So what are the rest of you doing while Swifter's doing this?
I imagine it doesn't take very long. So Pixie's just like halfway, like almost like trying to like urge the party to keep going.
Remember, this is also dark.
Yeah, it's pitch dark in there. Minus,
Also,
actually, speaking of that, Manny, you have night vision, correct?
Yep.
All right, would you roll a perception detection for me? Same with you, Mouse.
Oh, okay. Does it involve sound at all or just vision?
Nope, it's vision.
Okay.
All right, you both notice off on the side, one of the rats that initially scurried away is there with some of the meat from this strange bug-like creature, and chews it down, and you see a couple of ridges appear on its forehead as it then proceeds to jump over to some piping and run away.
Hey, Swift.
Yeah. Swifter's like,
What happens if someone consumes these things' flesh?
oh, I haven't heard of anybody consuming them, but legend has it. Goes ahead and injects itself with you, sticks its DNA into you. You become like one of those guys that attacked us.
Did the ridges look like similar to what these look like before?
The ridges looked similar to like the extra foreheads that these other guys had.
Right. So these rats are turning into these things.
Well, it's only bad. That's going to be fun.
That's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
I am terrified. We're leaving before we see that happens.
It's already happening.
No, it's not. It's not.
I just saw it happen.
Like
Mouse just saw it happen too, but he's blatantly like denying its
Mouse
existence.
literally just like puts his hand on his mouth and just looks him dead in the eyes. It didn't happen. We're not talking about it. We're getting out of here.
It literally points over to the pipe. It was right there,
Hey.
and I watched it.
Hey,
The next-
blame and
the
denial
next-
is my job.
The next moment, Mouse, you hear something in your ear. You can stop whining about the little ones, you know?
It's like I literally go over comms, like verbally, like, okay, you don't know what I've fucking seen.
Oh, I very well do. You imply I wouldn't hack into your cyberware while you're here?
Emperor, fucking damn it.
Swifter's just gonna take the Bladeswalker over to Manny, just like, if you see him, take him out. But they're only a bad thing if somebody eats them or lets them fuck.
They're rats. They're gonna fuck.
Yeah. Better kill them fast. Swifter says, hobbling away.
You know
Can
what?
we just incinerate the corpse so that way this doesn't happen more? Like,
That is a very interesting optic you have, young one. I wonder if I can... Mouse, would you please make me a con check?
it's fucked with mouse day.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah, you feel a pressure in your eyeball as it ejects itself onto the ground.
Oh no.
Shit.
does it like roll at all? Like, does he need to?
It rolls forward a little bit, but luckily you're like in the middle of the bridge and it doesn't go out with enough force to like go over the edge.
When it doesn't have a
back
motor.
up and put it back in my eye and I say, gee, you seem real intelligent. Why the fuck did you do that?
Experimentation. That is the basis of all technology.
And that's what you get when.
It's fun to mess with you.
It's like,
That's
if you're gonna dick me down, at least buy me dinner first, you asshole.
I'll assume this is one of your regular sexual euphemisms. I will proceed to discount it entirely. Now proceed along with your mission.
We're setting fire to this thing.
It's like, just continues to walk along. Why am I always the butt of the joke? Just muttering to himself.
Oh, yes. Also, would you do me a favor, young one?
What?
Would you, turn your eyes to observe the catechin?
Sure. He looks over.
Rude gesture.
Manny,
Yeah.
con check for me.
I was gonna fuck with my arm.
So you turn to look at Manny, and all of a sudden, Manny, you feel your arm like straighten out and the blade eject out with a bit too much force, and you fall on your ass.
This is what we get for
These are
dealing with
so fun.
heretics.
These are so fun to play with.
Oh wait, hold on.
Swifter, you act like we wouldn't do this to each other.
Hold on. Wait. This looks over. I'm not sure if Pixie has one, but like looks over at Pixie.
I'm pretty sure Pixie doesn't have any notable cybernetics.
He does.
Not look at Doc. Man's gonna loudly exclaim, "Do not look at Doc."
Nothing
I'm
happens to
very-
Doc, actually.
He does have cyber eyes and a stem cell drive, and of course his vehicle nexus.
All right.
Can you just show
Oh,
us
that's
the
right.
cyber eyes?
How long have we been in the place?
That whole entire thing, in character and in game, like what being in the office at least, not like the trip to and from here.
The trip to and from, like inside the building, I guess.
Oh yeah, so like entering the building and going down the elevator was like a full half hour. More like 45 minutes just because of the elevator ride too. You find the warden's office, you go in, that was about another like 15 to 20 minutes. You've been around here for like just short of 2 hours total.
Alright, so I've healed 2 hit points. So
Wait, what happened?
my stem cell draft heals 1 hit point every 4 hours. So
You have healed half of a health point.
never mind. I take that back. I haven't healed anything.
It's like, ooh, that's cool. I might want one of those. How much are those?
I found mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair
just-
enough.
I just picked it up off the side of the road. That looked neat. It
And you
just jumped in my chest.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, move along. Move along.
We move along.
Using methods, the body has been torched.
Alright, yeah. Do you like have Sunkit use like the bare minimum amount of fire from the flamethrower to set it alight?
I just use like the pilot light of the flamer. Just like
Yeah. You eventually get soaked in enough fire that sets up. I assume, actually, what I would assume is Pixie uses like a little bit of extra fuel from the heavy flamer cartridge that he was given because it's more than enough to fill up Sunkid. Just douses him a little bit and sets him on fire.
As they light it, could we have it where it's right on the edge so that way the moment it sets a light, we just kick it over the edge?
I was maybe just gonna grab it with his cyber arm and just toss it off because it wouldn't affect him.
Yeah!
Let's see how far down it goes.
We all just look.
Yeah, you all go over to the edge and you kick it over the edge. And you stand there for a good, 2 minutes and hear nothing.
The light just poofs, or does it?
Yeah, eventually you
light?
just can't see it anymore in the fog.
lame.
Now
Only
he- He's gonna pull down his rangefinders.
The rangefinders show you.
Question mark.
You use your fancy optics to see further, and you see more fog.
That's deep.
so deep I can't even see it anymore.
So deep, it was probably made up by a 14-year-old. Anyway.
You fuck.
Alright. Onwards to
Yep.
bleep bleep.
So those claws,
As you proceed further. All right, you continue back towards the main area, finding yourself here. As you proceed back. And, Mouse, advantage detection check for me.
Alrighty. You got it. You want it. You got it. You want it, baby, you got it.
Not as good of a success as you'd usually do, but you hear some scurrying sounds that get pointed out with the help of your lovely companion.
It's like, shit, there might be more of them.
Oh, then maybe we should get the fuck out of here before they start surrounding us.
Like, they weren't such a big deal last time.
Scurry.
Like, let's just keep going.
Is there any cover above us?
Not really.
Okay, so there's no way they can drop down on us.
Yeah, the pipes in this area are underneath the grating and below you.
Okay, that's what I was keeping an eye out for. Alright.
Alright, let's
Room
keep
once
going.
again is still pitch black as it was before.
During this time, Manny is going to be loading up some flame buckshot rounds. Basically, just adding fire damage to buckshot which is the normal shots. And I have a clip of those, which is 8. Yeah, 8 flame rounds.
All right.
So how are you proceeding about this?
But which way do we need to go? Like, where's the dot pointing?
You basically ventured straight north of the area with all the like symbols and notices of the rooms that you were supposed to be going to. So you're still a bit north of it.
Okay, so we just need to head straight south. Gotcha.
Now that we have translation, what did the symbols mean?
Okay, the doc has arrived.
Oh shit, he's finally here. All right, let's briefly
Yay.
summarize for Doc
The
Corvus.
doctor is in.
You spent the entire time on the can.
Yeah.
You missed the
Cross
heretic.
had a curry yesterday. It's
You missed the greatest show, the greatest laboratory / workshop any of us have ever seen. Like stuff that would make Doc
Once
bring us
again,
back.
Doc Corvus misses the part that's related to the Mechanicus.
Yeah.
Hey, this time it wasn't my own fault.
I know.
He was too
But,
busy pitching a loaf, whatever that
There
means.
is a positive benefit to that for Doc Corvus. As Pixie, would you roll yourself a con check for me?
Okay.
Oh, you should also tell him about the elevator.
Did one of
Oh
you
yeah,
kill the elevator?
you took 3 damage from the elevator getting set to like 80 miles an hour on the descent.
Why was I the only one that took damage?
No, you weren't.
No, you landed
took the
on top
least-
of Mouse, who took twice as much damage as you.
Alright.
You feel... So, these, this, chemical pod of yours is sort of linked to your, like, brain directly, the stem cell drive.
Uh-huh.
And you feel that it's trying to actually inject something else. But you basically are able to shut it down.
Alright, I just gotta, like, beat it. Just like, hey, stop that. Alright, we good? No, my main
And
shit. Just go.
funnily enough for Pixie, nothing happens. Except, I mean, that.
I'm just like over comms. Hey, that one's actually connected to his brain. Maybe not a good idea to mess with that one too much. Like over the comms back to Yeah, it's fun. It's not fun to die. I don't know if you enjoyed that experience, but we don't.
Just don't look at Doc. We'll be fine.
Let's
Like
kind of
I've been looking at Doc. Nothing's been happening. I don't know why.
Right, so you're affected all by his influence except for Doc.
Or maybe he's just
As you see, the last one never came down to my sanctum, so I had no opportunity.
Oh, so you hacked all of our shit while we were down there.
Yes, how astute of you to notice, Katachin.
Meh.
And is this temporary, or is this just going to happen whenever you feel like it now?
We'll see. Once you finish my task, I may release it.
Hey, listen, if you're gonna like experiment and stuff on me, at least make it beneficial to me like Doc did.
It already is. I'm seeing through your eyes, am I not?
Give me 1 second, as Swifter's going to go ahead and take out his data slate, take out his stub pistol, and blast it. There we go.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's all the tech that Swifter has on him. So you're
Yeah,
kind of out of
Swifter isn't cybernetically modified in any way. The only other thing you would have on you would maybe be your Voxcom, but that doesn't actually seem affected.
So we don't get any binary screech, which is good.
I'm not letting that guy into my data slate. That's got some important
I
shit.
think
there.
he probably already got it.
Don't worry, I already downloaded everything. I have a nice
Yeah.
backup for you.
Yep. Called it.
These are some pretty interesting logs. Let's see. An Inquisitor hat.
Inquisitor hat? They
The
give you hats?
he begins to
Oh,
say
I want
that.
that.
He begins to say that, and it cuts off as something else seems to come into the area.
I want Inquisitor hat.
Oh. Seems like he found out. Have fun.
Care to share?
Wait, what found out?
No, Swifter. You have an odd feeling that it's not because of your Inquisitor.
Aw. I will spend a luck point to make it because of the Inquisitor.
I would recommend you scroll out a little bit on the map,
Or
shall
scroll
you?
down.
Oh,
Aw.
Oh,
okay, they're purple
boy.
guys now. Oh, the two big purple guys at the end. Okay, that's
As the scuttling you were hearing before gets much closer, and as it gets closer, the signal from Hiron seems to cut off for all of you.
Hey, Chisky, thanks for saying the name of the Inquisitor.
I am a smart man.
who is Hiram thought was hat.
Hi, man.
Why have two names?
It's Inquisitor High Man.
Hi, man.
Jesus Christ.
He's one of Pixie's friends.
Must get confusing.
Hold on.
Oh, I get it, because he's high. Yeah.
I like how like dejected and like insulted you sounded when you said it like that. Oh yeah, it's because he's high. I get it.
Am I right?
Yeah, 'cause that's the only thing I am to you, isn't it? I'm just high.
Alright, so are we rolling initiative?
Yeah, we are rolling initiative.
Alright.
Okay.
I tried.
Alright, I'll see
That'd
you
have been
guys.
fucking great though, wouldn't it?
Oh wow, I'm actually not going last this time.
Yeah, Pixie rolled a 4, not a 2, but yeah.
Damn, okay.
Oh, sorry, Doc.
Fucking 10.
Damn.
Oh wow.
That's
I-
with advantage?
Wait, was that?
Yeah, you all have 5 and an 8.
Oh
How do
my.
you all have +0 and I have -1?
Oh right. What is it?
None of y'all have good decks.
I know, I have +2. It just won't add it for me for some
It
reason.
adds.
So
Yeah,
you just put it in the misc. You just make that a 2.
that's fair. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So mine's a 9.
I get +3 decks and +3 decks. Or +3 because
Plus-
modifier.
Apologies, I accidentally removed 2 of you from the order, so let me just add you back in.
It's okay, you didn't remove me, so it's fine.
Yeah, don't worry. Doc is the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
character.
You can
No, Ducky's the main.
Unironically.
Alright.
Clicks of the Ordomelius.
Do I need to roll separately for Sunkid, or is that, is he going on my
Sun Kid just
initiative?
goes on your turn.
Okay.
We're gonna keep that simple. As these all seem to get up and running.
Okay.
Hey, beep, 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 boop.
The guy with the bullet. in
Wow,
his-
you rolled a nat fucking 1, and he's still going in front of Manny.
Well, my initiative's 9.
I have a +8. Oh
And
god.
then my +1 to mine.
Okay, time to get a big gun.
Yeah, he should be 9 because he has Dex.
Alrighty. You can adjust your stats. That was a nat 20, okay.
Fine. I'll
And the
document
best part is that unlike our other GM, I roll these in the app as well, so I cannot hide these from you unless I really want to, and there's no point.
You can do GM.
Yeah, I have the
Hide
click clacks.
initiative order.
I bought the click clacks. I'm gonna use them.
We all bought click clacks.
I actually do not own many dice because
Yeah,
I have
well,
played
because
so
of
few
the-
sessions in IRL.
I don't have my dice. I don't know what my dice bag is.
You need the shiny click clacks.
They use them as cattle drops.
All
Cattle
right.
drops.
Oh, so
Uh,
you have pyramids, don't you?
Yeah.
Default.
So yes, I'm just going to put a symbol on the ones that are actually my initiative order trackers. Just
Oh,
an
you
FYI,
have them.
that's
You
all
have
it
it
means.
in feet, not meters, by the way.
Yeah, this map wasn't adjusted properly. Each square is supposed to be a meter, so let me adjust that now.
Just
Okay.
All right.
There, it should be
Let's
fixed.
do this. Leroy
Should be fixed. So, just before we proceed any further, since this is going to factor into your ideas and whatnot, all of these guys along the pipes down here are on pipes, and these ones specifically that are running like so, that are running, blah, 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 blah.
This
Like,
is very helpful information that I can see.
these two pipes that are running underneath the mats, you have like you're basically on a bunch of like steel panels, and underneath you are some pipes, and those pipes, just for your information, are about like 10 meters below you. So it is a little bit of a jump.
okay,
So they're
And
we
it
have
will-
high ground, so we win.
So they're going to be shooting through the grating then, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He's okay. We have high ground. We win. Learn from movie. Didn't see end.
But that was the end.
No, missed last 2 minutes. Just said I have high ground. I win, and then I left. Oh, spoiled ending.
All right. Ready to start. Instead of making Star Wars references and talking about Tupac rapping crimes.
Would the grading count as half cover for both of us?
Me.
I think
For all of us, technically.
Yeah, for both them and us.
Come again?
Would the grading count as like half cover for both?
Oh yeah,
them
it's
and us?
going to basically, like, as long as it's being shot through, it's going to count as like a +2 to AC for anyone involved.
So half cover.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Oh, Mouse is having a massive hard-on. Okay, I know why, but it's still pretty interesting the way he's going about it. All right.
Yes, I Rosalie, the GM. Nice.
Okay. Should I do my turn, or are we like waiting?
Yes, do your turn. I'm waiting for you.
Fucking nobody said, all right, Swifter, it's your turn.
Yeah, you gotta tell
Sorry.
him, man.
All right.
I had
So-
assumed that was communicated at this point. I apologize.
It's okay, Ginger Daddy. All right, we're gonna move over here.
Never
1,
call me
2,
that again, or I will
3,
kill your
4,
character off.
5, 6, 7, which is as far as I can go.
Aren't you injured?
Yeah, I can only move 7 because it got split.
Yeah,
So
he got splinted, increased it by 2 meters from his original
Okay.
half. So
Yeah,
he
sorry,
is
I forgot
moving
to
his
tilt
max
it to the
range.
side. I know it's confusing when it's not tilted. Is it all right if I do a? Okay, so this is below me, correct? Like, you know, by
Yes,
10
he is about 10 meters below you.
Can I go ahead and do a? Oh my god, this is gonna be so stupid, but I am a stupid man. Could I do a minor exploit to attempt to slide off the edge and then like try and do a downward stab with my power swords?
Yes, go ahead and attempt your exploit.
Okay. So because I'm just the normal attack or normal movement would get me to 7 meters, which is just right on the edge. I need to get that little last boost to slide off. What is a minor exploit? Is it just the ability thingy? Is it luck?
it's regular
You need to
luck check.
Hit.
Oh yeah, you need a roll to hit it with your attack first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, part of an attack, then you make an ability check. Do you do the
Okay.
stat or the skill?
It's funny because I'm trying to do this. Okay, fuck it.
Yeah, because if you miss, then you just don't land on him.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 for these guys. AC is a hit. Yes.
Okay, so that's the first hit, but I'll do the minor exploit.
Which is a skill
Alright.
check.
An opposed. This is going to be. I'm going to call it an opposed dex check.
Okay. I'm sliding on top of him, so let's go ahead and go. Hey! That's pretty good.
And he fails. So yes, you succeed with your minor exploit.
All right. So
As you fall down, you deal your normal damage, but you also knock them prone.
Okay. I'm assuming that it was like a 10-meter fall. I'm using him as the kind of I'm using him to break
cushion.
the fall damage. Yeah.
Yeah, you mitigate your own fall damage by landing on him. He's squishy.
And the thing is I have another attack, so is okay if I
Yeah, go
cut
for
into
it.
All right. How does that do?
You land on him with one attack, knock him prone, and then you just cut off its head and it falls into the abyss.
And then I'm gonna look at this guy over here and be like, "You next, bitch!" And I think that's the end of my turn.
Yep, that would be about the end of your turn, as the guy you just called a bitch pulls up his bolter and aims at you.
Aw, not again.
And also, considering you are the easiest shot, the ones across the other way also aim at you.
Aw, not again.
Let's see how 3 bolter shots at Swifter go.
I'm sorry.
This is a direct result of his own actions.
It's okay. I understand.
This is what you get for rolling good on initiative.
13.
All
Okay,
right,
but
one.
here, roll all of them, please. I need to go ahead and count. 19. Okay.
That's an unnat 19, just an FYI.
Okay, good. Here's the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and 6. That it's if it meets, is if it passes, right?
If it is equal to or greater than your AC, it hits.
All right. So I want to do an ability. I want to use my. All right. So the thing is that both those would hit. I want to go ahead and do a raise. Is it razor swiftness? No, it's not razor. Sorry, I'm looking through my fucking abilities, making sure.
No worries.
Yeah.
You're trying to not die.
Yeah. There. Till the start of your next turn. Is basically. It's equal to twice your will mod in defense, protective, blah, blah, blah. You may trigger this ability after being hit, otherwise targeted by an opponent, potentially turning the hit into a miss. So that would equal... It would turn my defense into a 19, however, that still gets to be hit by the bolt gun, the first bolt gun.
The last one that dealt 18 damage hits, minus your soak.
Which I don't think I'd be able to survive, which I luckily have...
You have 5 armor or something like that, right?
I do, but it does 13 damage.
No.
And I do have reflexive parry. Okay. I need to make a will check. Give me 1 moment. I'm burning a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Passes.
Okay, so Swifter down here being like, oh shit.
Neo, basically just
Like Neo dodging 2 of the bullets, the one from in front of you and the one from behind you. The last dude pulls up his bolter and shoots at you, and you deflect the bullet into the void below you.
Fucking cuts it in half, man. What the fuck?
Now for the heavy stubbers.
Yes, these other guys are going to actually diversify their fire and not shoot at Swifter. Instead, they are aiming upwards towards you lot. And he is doing suppressive fire through the grate.
Huh.
We've experienced this one before, right?
Yeah, but it's super great.
Yep, but it's still suppressing your area, and it's a heavy stubber machine gun.
Are these nids on the grade or below the grade?
They're below you, so he's shooting upwards towards the crowd.
Oh no, I meant the very back ones.
Oh, they're on the same pipe as the other ones. So
I
yes,
need to
they are
get the
below.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, you made a decision.
I made a decision.
You made a
I
poor
will
decision.
stick with it.
You chose wrong.
So this first heavy stubber guy, the other one is fucking dead, so he can't do anything. But this one is going to, basically in this cone, is going to suppress, like that rough shape.
So does that hit all of us?
It doesn't per se hit all of you, but it is affecting all of you. Like, you aren't getting hit by an attack or anything.
Yeah.
You're being suppressed, so you have the active effects of the suppress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So-
What do I do for that then?
You need to make a check.
On your turn, you'll have to make a check to do anything other than basically get to cover.
Which there is
Okay.
none of.
Either get to cover or run, basically. Those are your two options if you fail said check. So we'll get over that hill once we get to it, which is now.
All right.
So let me
What am I-
pull up the suppression fire. Targets in the area, including PCs, must make a will check to do anything other than hunker down behind the closest cover on their next turn or run. So you can actually actively choose not to take cover and do as you see fit.
Yeah, I'm gonna dome this guy who's trying to suppressive fire me. Let's see how that goes.
All right. You hit. That is 18 damage minus its defense. That actually does not kill him.
Oh.
Oh,
Damn.
As you take a shot in, it deals enough damage to bring him down to that. Which you can't see, but it's fine. You don't
he's
have to
winded.
see. Oh, yeah, you can tell he's staggered at this point. As you take this shot and you fire into him. And I am going to rule that he takes a willpower to maintain the suppression. So he has to make a will check and pass it.
Damn.
Damn, he actually did. Yeah, so the rest of you are still suppressed in that area.
But that don't matter because big boy's coming.
And it might matter if the big boys keep coming. We might not want
And
to
it
be
might
here when
even
they
matter
arrive.
more if we're still suppressed.
Yeah, we might not want to be here when they get here.
Alright, this one is going to go up to this pipe and then hop up, which the difference between this pipe and that pipe above it is 5 meters, so he takes a pretty acrobatic leap. Let's go ahead and take a chunk out of his movement.
Just showing off doing a flip.
He's going to come over here, and he's now 5 feet underneath. And the other one is going 1, 2, 3, 4, hops up. So that takes about like 3. I'm counting it more as 3 meters because he's a fucking gene stealer. He's jumping. So that's about 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Look how still up, boy. He's gonna get you.
How much movement do we get?
Your base movement speed is 10 meters.
Okay, I need to start with a willpower check.
Yeah, you still have to pass your willpower check to do anything other than. Yep, you can move as you see fit.
5. I'm gonna go here, drop prone, and hold my arm out for Swift.
I
Careful, you idiot.
got a plan. Don't worry.
he's 10
I
meters
got a
below,
plan,
below you.
Arthur.
No, really. I legit have
All
a
a part
plan.
of his plan.
I have a plan, Arthur.
It's
Yeah, if you
all a
wanna-
part of his plan.
Well, okay, well, if that's the case. I'm gonna
If you
pull-
want to redo your movement,
Well- Well, my movement's fine. I just have a shotgun, and the shotgun has how much range?
Yeah, Like 10 meters down.
Yeah, he ain't no basketball player. He ain't hopping 10 meters that easy.
No. Shotgun has 15 meters.
Oh, I think he's aiming at that boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I
I
got a
assumed it's
shotgun, and I can. Since he's below me, I don't need to worry about the spread.
Yeah, you will only hit your target with that.
Yep, and shotgun plus instead of the what was the ruling we get for the flame rounds? Just
If they hit and the target doesn't make a. I forgot what ruling we specifically made, so just in the moment I'm going to say they have to make a luck con or be set on fire.
Damn, well that hits.
Well, that
damage.
hits. 18 damage. Still alive, barely. But let me have him do his luck con for you.
Is he shooting big boy?
No,
It's way too far.
He's shooting this lad over here. Also, I would
He
love it
can't
just...
see the map.
Yeah.
He fails. He is now on fire.
I'm waiting for a "they call me Deadeye" moment. Just popping out the guy.
It is
Here,
now
I'll-
Doc Corvus's turn.
There you go.
Okay, I'm going to take drugs.
Let's make a will check first, though.
Oh, yeah, good point. Will check.
No, you fail your roll check.
Can I
You have to.
reroll the
You have
will
to.
check? Yeah.
No, it is a stat.
It is a base stat. You cannot.
Mm.
So Doc's
Well,
immediate
there is
reaction.
no cover.
Yeah, your instinct is to get out of the radius of the suppressing fire and take no other action.
He
Like
jumps down the
basically,
pipe.
you run to the side and duck
Yeah.
down.
I'll see you all in a bit then.
See you in 10 minutes.
See you
Lovely.
next turn.
The point of suppressive fire, making it so that you do nothing, as Pixie does the
It
same
does its
thing.
job.
Like how apparently Mouse stood there while it happened, uncaring.
He passes well.
Diving for cover.
And yeah, I'll also like drop prone at the end of my movement.
What's Sun Kid doing before we get to Swifter's turn?
If Sun Kid can move,
Sun
he
Kid
will-
is a robot, basically. No willpower check for them.
Okay. Well, Sun Kid is going to just kind of mosey on over here as it sinks below. And I think that was like 7 meters, so it's gonna go here. It's gonna turn over here in front of these dudes, and it just kind of like floats there for just a second, and then its mouth opens up and goes ah as the flame nozzle extends, and it's gonna torch these guys.
All right.
Fuck yeah. Luck decks, they pass, they jump off the side.
So yeah, that's well, they don't. They just take 14 damage. So
They take 14 damage and they
It-
are set on fire.
Man, that's 3 people on fire now.
14 damage minus their soak brings them down to that much HP, and they are on fire. I'm going to mark them all for fire properly.
And it's going to use its other action because I have gun it to just disappear underneath the pipe, so they can't shoot back at it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. It is now the Bolter Hybrid guy's turn, and from leftmost to rightmost, I'm going to roll their damage from the fire.
Wait. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, no, yeah.
It's,
Sorry, that's
Swifter's.
Swifter's turn.
Wow, you just skipped his turn entirely. No, so Dion, stay there.
Yeah.
Be
All right.
good boy.
I think I got an idea. Swifter, seeing this guy's close to death, also notices, all right, that was not fun. I don't want to go ahead and be shot in the back again. So he's going to go ahead. He's going to go 1, a 2, a 3. He's going to try and maneuver around him. I don't know if there's a skill check for that. The guy's on fire.
Oh no.
Considering you are hobbling right now, I am going to have you roll a dex check. He is not actively trying to impede you. He is trying to be not on fire anymore, but it is a precarious pipe.
That's fine with me. Could I use acrobatics?
Yeah, roll an acrobatics for me.
All right.
All right. It
Do I need
takes
to-
a moment.
Do I need to roll another acrobatics to get to here?
No, that was for the whole thing.
All right, just want to make sure. Swifter's going to go ahead and do a Mr. Smacky Smack against him since he still isn't within range. Let's see here. Oh, wapow! Does that kill him?
He did.
Could I use a minor exploit to basically, as Swift just stabs his sword through his back, kind of try and use him as a meat shield in case these guys try and open fire on him again?
Yeah, you attempt to pat out the flames of him and use him as a meat shield. He is dead from this, so he can't really argue with you. I'm not even gonna have you contest it, but you do drain the luck from it.
Is this a major exploit or minor?
Minor. I'm forgetting if minor exploits actually do luck.
Minor exploits don't consume luck.
Right. All right.
They're
Yeah.
just contested.
Never mind. You're fine then. I'm mixing them up.
No worries. As Swift goes ahead, he's just stabbing him right through the chest. He's just holding him up. It's just like, oh god! Burr, protect me and this man.
This man dead though.
Yeah,
That guy on the rightmost is dead, but he is also my initiative tracker, so I'm not.
Don't worry. he's my
But
boy.
the other two take fire damage. Let's see if they survive. They're both still alive.
Yeah, they have to make will checks in order to do anything.
They have to
but-
make. They are going to actively do what the will check would be to not do anyway, and duck down prone and attempt to pat out the fire. So they're both going to make dex checks to see if they can succeed that.
Please let someone terrible failure.
The one at the back seems to just still be on fire, but doesn't fall off. The other one is gone. You hear this almost alien screaming just slowly leaving off in the
Almost
distance.
alien.
Half human.
Almost alien.
West Virginia.
Okay.
Alright, Shut up. Alright, this one, now that he only has a single target that he's really suppressing with this, shifts his suppressing fire into a fire on Mouse specifically.
Go fuck
So he's
yourself.
taking a
Alright.
shot on you, but he doesn't have anything that makes it easier for him to hit. So
Okay.
you actually do have the +2 from the cover. I'm just going to give him an additional -2 to hit.
Alright. Let's see what he gets.
Sure,
Ooh,
one.
Ooh, let's see if
Get an explosion.
let's see if he jams. It's a 1 to a 4 on a 10 to jam.
-2.
Jam.
Oh, no jam.
Aw.
No. Jams do not happen often in this game.
Yeah, they do not happen very often.
I wish we could use our luck points to cause enemies to reroll.
Hey, might be a fun custom feature. Unique feature.
We'll
Just
see.
to have them
We'll
reroll
see.
for that for fun.
He misses wildly as he's trying to regain control over his gun from suppressing fire, and none of these bullets that he's attempting to aim at you even really come close. As it is now Matt's turn.
Alright, well, you're not gonna do that ever again.
Yep. Just casually take off his head.
Alright, and I'm going to use my action, and I'm going to shoot at big boy over there. Like
You
my-
have something that lets you do a second shot, I recall?
Yeah, opportunists.
Yep,
All right.
ranged opportunist.
Alright.
Okay. Let's do this. Come on.
Good shot.
Alright.
You do deal a decent chunk of damage.
But
And
would
you do hit.
Could I talk you into using a major exploit to push him off with a shot?
It is technically an explosive shot. It's just very minor explosive. It might take his balance off a little bit. What do you think?
It would be, if you wanted to do it as a major exploit, I would basically run it as an opposed check again.
It'd be a luck check.
Yeah, it'd be your luck perception versus its luck dex.
Alright. Let's do this.
Of course, you rolled a 3.
Oh, that was accidentally at advantage, but
You rolled the 3 first.
Yeah.
So
he succeeds.
He loses a luck.
Yeah, he loses luck. You do not, since you failed to go through with it, and he is, or it is more accurately, now winded and staggered, but it is still on the pipe, and still doesn't seem to want to give up the fact that it might get a nice meal. And in response to this, it seems to claw into the pipe and start going along the underside.
I don't like that.
He's going after Swifter, no!
Oh, he's probably going after me.
There's like 3 people over there it could be going for. So.
I'm the one who pissed him off.
He's going after the guy that does melee, so.
He is underneath the pipe. He is actually not in melee range. As the other one...
Son of a bitch.
The other one proceeds to super stendo jump up here.
Oh, but it jumped down and just jumped back up?
No,
this
it's the other one.
Yeah.
This one over
Yeah,
here jumps up 5 meters.
Didn't it start down here? And then, like, whenever
It,
they
sta-
jumped
it started down and went up. No, this
was on the pipe
this
above.
pipe is above it. Yeah, it went up one pipe and now it's gone up the
I
other
thought
one.
it just came in, jumped down, jumped back up. Its AI is breaking.
That's still 5 meters, but yeah.
Charging straight towards Pixie, but that's about as much as it can do right now. Manny, there is a guy underneath you, and a guy burning across the way.
Guy underneath me, I can't see because he's in the pipe.
Yeah, you can definitely hear him though, because he's not being subtle
Right.
about clawing into the
But
pipe.
Swift killed this guy.
Yeah, he means the other guy, this guy burning over here.
Oh. I see a more pressing danger.
I have no idea. I have idea.
Shotgun? Gun?
Perfect.
Get this.
He's within shotgun range.
You have to... No, back. This is a 10-foot... This is a 30-foot jump that you can't reach. You would
I'm
have to
not
use your grappling.
down.
I
No,
he's not down there.
He's not
I
down.
never jumped down.
Oh, yeah. Right. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that then. Apologies, that's my bad. So yeah, 10 meters, you move that much. You're within 5 meters of the target, and you're going to take a shot?
The shotgun. Yep.
Alright, that will hit.
And the flame buck.
It has to make a dex check to avoid that, as we established. It is, funnily enough, not staggered yet, technically.
Fuck.
Yeah, it rolled a nat 1, it's fine. It is now Doc Corvus's turn. You are no longer being suppressed.
Okay, now I take.
Fuck everything.
Alright,
Can use reroll for that. It does specify that I can.
alright.
So I'm good now. So let's see what you guys get.
Drugs.
Drugs.
Drugs is good.
Just imagine like little needle pops out from his shoulder and just sticks him in the neck.
Okay, so I get 17 perception for 7 rounds.
Jesus.
Good with a gun.
Yes, I'm very good at gun now.
Your biggest gun.
Okay, this one's still alive. But also you gone before it. This one is like down below on the pipe, right?
It is
underneath.
underneath the pipe, so it is
I gotta
well out of
play
your
out.
view.
I gotta play him. Arthur.
Okay, I have a plan. One more job.
I'm going to Tahiti, Arthur.
You're
God
going to
damn.
Tahiti. How is that helpful?
God damn it.
Play it, Zach. Play it.
He's not
Let's
helpful.
move
He's
along.
mean.
Let's move along.
Yeah, well, apparently Swift has got that one, so let's come over and melt to this guy.
Alright.
come over with melted to shoot in face. Big
Yep.
bonus. 26.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, just ignoring armor, you come up and you aim this thing, and... Yeah, not there anymore.
See, big gun. Works every time.
He saved you, Pixie.
Saved your life.
Hey.
Don't worry, saved your life. It's fine.
I tried
was
to
it-
work.
Was I in danger?
Yeah, one of those things was coming at you.
Oh, neat. Well, I guess
Yeah,
I'll just take care of this last guy then. And he just gets up, casually, like, just walks over here, 5 meters, and takes out his bolt pistol and just, like, aims down and shoots him.
All one-handed with his hand in his pocket. Just
Yep.
pew.
Casually
so-
rolls a nat 1, actually jams.
I mean, that is what I expect most of the time. 15 damage, or 15 AC.
You come over, this guy is rolling around on the pipe, unable to snuff out the fire. You just put him out of his misery.
And unlike the rest of you, Sun Kid, Pixie just like takes out his little control pad. Can actually get to the gene stiller, and it goes and it floats. I think it's like 15 meters of movement, and it gets
I think so.
and it gets underneath it. And if you'll let me, it gets right behind it, and there's a brief pause as like, you know, it like sneaks up behind it, right in its ear, goes, and rather than you know, make an attack or anything, would you let Sun Kid just like kind of like take its little mechadendrite arm and just like peel the claws off of it and just let it fall?
Come on.
You need to get
Don't
We will-
steal my kill.
we will call that a major exploit attempt. I would like you to attempt to hit with just for the sake of brevity, attempt to hit with his like las pistol thing,
I know.
the auto pistol.
Yeah, the auto pistol. Alright. Bada bing. 12.
You it claws away from you, and you are unable to hit it. I am sorry to say.
Wow.
It's worth a try.
I do have gun it. Will that let me try again to just hit it?
Let me get this kill, damn it!
Yes, you may use gun it to make another attempt.
This little shit right
Hey,
here.
stealing kills isn't be my thing.
You fail even harder.
Right.
As it is
you
now
can try.
Swifter's turn.
Alright. Swifter, 7 meters away. He goes ahead and sees this thing clawing. I'm assuming in his direction.
It was coming in your general direction, yes.
Alright.
It's
I got it.
underneath the pipe, so it's actually completely out of view for you, especially considering this place is still dark.
Is it really out of view?
Yep. Yeah, it's underneath
It's
this
on the
massive,
underside
like,
of the pipe.
3 meter wide pipe.
Alright. God damn. Okay. So that's out of view for mouse as well. I wanna hold my action for when it's about to pop up. I got a great idea.
Yep.
Hold. Is this like a hat or? Oh yeah, there isn't actions. Never mind. Yeah, I want to hold it. I got an idea. I got a plan, Arthur.
Alright, so Swifter is holding an action. I'm assuming it's just like if it comes within melee range, you swing.
I got a better idea. You just wait.
All right.
Alright.
I'm going to move in the opposite direction of the pipe that it's moving under, and I'm going to kind of provide overwatch with my stalker bolter.
So you're just gonna basically hold a held action over that area too.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make sure it can't immediately jump up and grab me.
Well, it's not underneath you. It's here. Let me go ahead and send you an updated photo.
Yeah,
I-
you're on like the grading about 10 meters above this pipe and a good distance away from the pipe itself anyway.
all right, I'm fine then. I'll just provide overwatch then.
Yeah.
Here you go.
It is going to continue to scurry along,
I'm just waiting for Swift to just fucking die.
coming up behind here, and crawls up
Alright.
the pipe behind you.
Perfect. All right. As it's climbing up, I want to use my action to attack it and also do an exploit. I'm dragging it down with me. I'm jumping off the edge.
Oh, god damn it.
Why? Why?
It's all a part of the plan. As Swift is going to
You're
go
becoming
ahead.
Xenchin.
As fucking Swift is going to just start stabbing into this thing.
Alright, see if you hit it first.
Swift
All
is
right.
just pulling a Gandalf.
All right.
A 16 would hit, yes.
Can I unload the rest of my attacks on it first?
Actually, hold up. I forgot. 16 barely misses.
Can I unload the rest of my... I have multiple attacks.
You can go ahead and try.
Fumble, great. That's fun. If it's a sword, I don't know. And then I need to roll a 1d. I don't know if you want to take care of that right now, or what do we want to do?
Considering you have failed to do a hit on it, you can't actually carry out the major exploit.
Okay.
So there's that. I'm not sure if I'm just missing what you were actually talking about, though.
The fumble.
Oh, the fumble?
Yeah.
I forget exactly how melee fumbles work, if it's just an attack of opportunity that you get.
I think they get an attack on
Can
me.
I use my fucking Overwatch? To
I'm
hopefully
working
get
on it, damn it! Got this!
No, you don't. He's going to fucking kill you.
I got it.
No, the fuck you don't.
I got it. Make it great.
He
Damn.
just Gene Stealer kissed you.
Oh, wait, hold on.
On a hit, you must make a toughness check.
Hold on.
That
Hold
hits.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Ranged attack.
Is that a ranged? I thought it was
Non-magical ranged attack. It does not count here.
Alright. Fuck it. Con check, is it?
It's a tough... Yeah, con check. I wrote it as a toughness check by accident because I had Rogue Trader on the mind.
This is genuinely might kill Swifter. No, it's not.
Hey,
Yep, you're fine.
Take 1 damage.
Yep, 1 damage.
Yep,
you
and
done
then
the tongue.
Swift or Trisky high or low?
Low.
High, so I get 2 more attacks. Just give me a second.
So I am going to interrupt you here, actually. Number one, both of those would have missed. And number two, you got the 1 reaction attack, basically, on it. It's not your turn. It's still technically this thing's turn. So it gets its actual attack on you now.
Oh, hold up.
I was
Mouse
going to
also
tackle.
Mouse had a Overwatch ready to action.
Yeah, so Mouse can attempt to do his Overwatch, but keep in mind, Swifter's in combat, in melee combat with him.
No, it does not actually cause any penalties if Mouse is taking the shot because Inquisitorial Meat Shield. Here you go.
Oh yeah, your fancy thing.
Do you want me to, though? Do you want me to save this for you?
No,
was-
you're fine. You
I
do
was
it with a just a -2 to hit, and if you fail,
I'm asking Swifter, do you want me to try to take this kill?
I was going to go ahead and tackle it off the cliff and do something badass, but if it's only a reaction attack, that's only I get. Trisky, I don't get my full action shit.
No, it's a reaction attack.
yeah, you did a
ready to
reaction on its turn. It is
action.
an
This is
act.
your turn. It's the creature's turn.
Yeah, you're basically trying to do your full turn worth of attack. You basically the reaction was technically I should have only given you 1 attack on it.
I thought it was I could still. I was just postponing my movement, and
No, that's what ready action gives you 1 attack.
Yeah.
Okay, I must have not known that. I was gonna go ahead and tackle it. Yeah, you can fire on it then. That was me not knowing the game rules.
So instead of a -2, you fire with disadvantage, Mouse.
No, that's
Instead of
No.
disadvantage, you fire with a
Oh,
-2.
okay. Ignore me.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
And so I'm just canceling that out, just making it a 0, and Haboski.
Crit. Damn.
Okay. Yeah. This thing comes up. Swifter attempts to take a swing at it. It dodges underneath. Swifter is annoyed at the fact that he can't do his badass maneuver as a shot rings out and its head splatters blood across Swifter's face that you promptly wipe off. And the corpse falls into the abyss.
You just hear Mouse scream, and that is 2 I have killed single-handedly.
Stroke your dick more!
Did you say something?
And with that,
Listen, man,
combat comes to a close.
I don't get this often. I'm milking it for what it's worth.
Yeah, that's not the only thing you're milking, as Swifter jumps off the edge.
Wait, what? Why?
As Swifter falls into the abyss. And, Trisky, I got something for you.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Fancy tattoo powers.
As you watch as... Would you like to do the scene for me, or shall I?
You can do it, boss.
Alright. You all watch as Swifter is angrily yelling at Mouse to stroke his dick harder. And see as he leaps off of the pipe. Your initial reactions are, what the fuck? As his form transforms into that of a crow.
He was bird the whole time.
Oh yeah, I forgot he could do that.
Was he bird the whole time?
Yes, he was a bird the entire time.
Yes,
he was just
Doc.
a figment of your
Yes, he was.
imagination.
He was, Doc. He was.
Very powerful bird.
With that, he's gonna go ahead and land on Manny's shoulder.
Hi.
Manny's
I love
instinct
that.
is to salute the bird on his shoulder. Actually, Manny, you know very well that folks in Catachan absolutely generally despise the inquisitorial dudes that are sent to watch over the regiments, and they regularly quote unquote go missing. So you actually don't have any like major you don't have no reason to have any major reverence for Swifter.
Yeah, but they're buds.
Yeah.
They buds.
He sort of earned your respect at this point.
If Manny goes ahead and just like dat me up, Swifter like smacks the wing against it.
Just like badass high five with a bird on your shoulder.
Hold on.
Alright, I think my thing pales in comparison to that. That was badass.
So why is bird?
I whisper something to the bird.
A very interesting specimen that one is.
He's nice bird.
Swifter goes ahead and flies and lands on Doc Corvus's head.
Question:
Alright,
will he stop being a bird when he gets near me?
Alright, I'm gonna go cut off this.
That is actually something really funny that I'm going to do because you've pointed it out and I like this idea. Hey, Swifter, make a will check for me.
Okay. All right.
You manage. You go over him, and as you approach Doc Corvus, you feel like this bulging sensation inside you. You are able to suppress it, but it is oddly noticeable as you remain on top of him, and it feels uncomfortable being here.
So you want to know something that birds do when they're quite uncomfortable? Hey Doc, make a dex check.
Oh,
Yeah,
great,
go ahead.
I'm really good at those.
Yeah. As you feel this crow on top of you, a little bit shaking, you feel this white liquid.
You feel this
drip on top
warm
of your head.
liquid drip into your optics.
Ah!
Swifter flies back on Amanda's shoulder.
Nice.
Like, there's little wipers up here and clean his eyes.
Just windshield fucking wipers for your eyeballs.
They say if a bird poops on you, it's good luck.
Why is good luck? That is dumb.
Because you already got the bad luck out of the way.
It's not bird, it's Swifter.
Oh boy.
Alright. Is it alright if I take these things' hands too?
One of them
not
fell
here.
into the abyss, and the other one is paste. So no, you actually don't get anything from either of
Turn
them.
that one into goop.
Yeah, one of them got rinsed by a fucking melt-a-gun, and the other one lost his head and fell like hundreds and thousands of kilometers into the abyss below
Oh, fair.
you. So
I
you get
mean,
nothing,
how he
sadly.
fell off. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. You critted him. The sheer impact launched him off. There is sadly, funnily enough, a detriment to you being badass.
Okay,
I don't know.
anybody need healing?
It's
I
also
have
just how I happen to flavor it. I wasn't specifically trying to spite you, to be honest.
Does anybody need medicine? I have healing.
I think the bird
could use
does.
some.
I think
I'm
the
okay.
bird could use some.
Yeah,
Swifter's bird leg is slightly
I'm not
crooked.
vet. I'm not vet. Cannot
Does
do
it have a
that.
tiny splint on it?
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, you notice there isn't a splint, and you vaguely recall the sound of something falling as he made the transformation and banging against a metal pipe or something below you.
Swifter goes ahead. He's going to get like right over here, just shift back to normal. It's like, yeah, I could use some as he like falls and trips as the fucking splint is gone.
Yeah, you fall on your leg. All of a sudden, a jolt of pain goes straight up from your heel, straight to your like hip, and you fall over prone.
So anyway, hey Doc, do you got any high-powered tasers?
I'll have taser, yes.
Yeah, you all are very well aware of the fact that he has a taser from the fact that he tased himself.
Okay, Doc, imagine if I had a taser when that gene sailor was underneath the pipe.
Was on the pipe, couldn't kill.
Oh, no. But imagine if Sun Kid had it.
Okay, do you want to take out the stun labs, which I've used exactly once on myself?
I mean,
I've stunned a child and myself.
I love how awful this sounds out of context. Just like taking this campaign out of context is great.
I've only sent 2 people, myself and a kid.
actually, that's like even more of a reason for you to install it on Sun Kid.
Yeah, get it away from the Mad Doctor. Sounds about right.
We'll give Stunkin a melee attack.
Sun Kid now has a melee attack.
I just imagine Doc Chorus pulls out the
still a
stun
range.
las.
still a
You
range.
pull out the stun las and like duct tape it to Sun Kid, and he laughs.
When it laughs, the taser
It's not,
goes.
it's not a melee weapon, by the way. It is technically a ranged gun.
Yes.
So even better.
It's a taser, not a stun gun.
Yeah.
Even better.
Even better.
So as we go here, are you guys going to proceed back to where you were actually intending to go now? That the threat is
He's
clear.
a medic. Can you get some heals from Doc real quick?
Yes.
Let's tell that poor lad to suck it up.
Damn.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
7 HP.
Yeah, I will
Yeah,
say
it's-
your leg is sufficiently healed at this point.
But my
Thank you.
ribs are still fucked.
Swifter finally gets the bolt on his leg.
If you do have some spare, I did kind of take some damage from the fall.
Yeah, that's what the 9 was. That was for you.
Oh, the 9. Okay, I'm good then.
And for 1 use of medkit left. Then need to pull one
That's
out.
the one I gave you?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes, then need to pull one out of S. They only get 4 uses, so
Oh, I'm no longer on my side. Hey.
you can now stand up straight. Okay, we have explored 1/6 of this place.
And
it's
we've
been
learned what these. Yes. Knowledge.
It's power.
Weapon storage. Mhm.
Genes, genes.
Well, we kind of already determined that.
Well, yeah, you already determined that, but now it's very apparent that you know what that symbol means.
So I thought we go to weapon storage.
Where do we need to go next? Where's the beeper
you were basically being told to go out east, so generally in the direction of
That's
weapon
what-
storage. Actually,
I want weapons. I want cool
Yes, Doc and Manny on the same wavelength for once. We
Yes,
want
one
weapons.
cool Mechanicus weapon.
We want
Once again,
weapons.
it's fun, but I've used too often. Need to mix up.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's go.
And
Let's
the
go.
Mizo get ready, and no Melta is coming. Need to get new gun.
Wait, are you guys talking about both tech and weapons? I'm in.
Hey,
Yes,
Doc.
weapons are tech.
Wait,
Yes.
hey, with Draco?
Listen, man, I'm already into the Archaeotech. If there's Archaeotech weapons, I want in too.
Oh, maybe
let me get
new
a
car.
screenshot of what you now see and know these separate areas are, since you can't see the actual battle map normally. This is what you have now, Mouse.
Okay, we can go
Oh.
weapons, then medical to heal, then garage to get car to leave.
Yes.
Hopefully nothing is in
Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a plane. I think it can fly us out without having to go to that.
we are in hive. Plane not much.
Eh,
I
Hey,
just gotta look up. Is there like a lot of open space that we could fly?
Yeah, just as the void goes hundreds of kilometers below, it looks like the space above you is just about even.
Maybe
Probably.
not then. Maybe it could fly.
Hey, Drac. Manny's gonna call out to the Chaos Tech.
Yes, what might you like?
Are all the weapons plundered?
I wouldn't know, to be honest with you. You fail to comprehend, as I've insinuated before, but I have not really left this interrogation area in around 200 years.
I assume you have some sort of surveillance you can set up.
I don't even bother, it's not conducive to my experiments.
Why have
You
not
haven't-
left?
Yeah, I was gonna say, was there like a docket that had all this information that you probably shared? Get our hopes up and then watch drastically destroy.
You hear over the comm like a single beep and the sounds of like things plugging in and plugging out. And he seems to say they have not updated any shipment logs in over 400 years.
Oh, it's the last shipment log. But
Oh, that would be old guns. That's good. Old stuff is good.
what stuff is? Yeah.
The last update mentioned them shipping out some basic las guns to a nearby system.
Oh, that's good. They got rid of the last gun. We don't need those.
That shipment stated that they sent a total of 1 million las guns off planet, which accounts
Jesus.
for approximately 0.1% of their total stock.
Well, there's a lot of las guns. Going to make a really big laser pointer.
I have to make things bullshit GW scale, otherwise it's
Oh,
not
that's
funny.
fine.
Yeah.
It's funny.
We can take
Alright.
all together, make really big laser pointer. Will be great.
And
Actually, all of our guys are mainly using pistols, right?
no,
Well,
they're
we
using
can-
bolters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
Bolt is better than
bolt.
that
I
gun.
thought they were using bolter pistols.
They've been using what we've been bringing
They,
them back.
for a while, you guys only had some of the bolt pistols that, like the sort of mad bolt pistols that you got off of one of your missions, and that's what some of your guys were getting stocked with. But as of now, you now have that trade deal with Jamie, Pixie's contact, so the gang now has a steady supply of weapons and ammunition.
Plus the Mechanicus, we got shit from them too.
I
Yeah.
don't know if anything bigger is in weapons, because las guns aren't great. Good in big numbers, but not really.
What if they have like?
Let's just not ruin the surprise. Let's just go in there and look.
Yes, that would be a little bit better for you to find out what is actually there rather than what these petty and out-of-date logs tell me.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
What
let's
if
go.
they have like Tesla guns though?
Yo, Gun Kid's gonna get a massive upgrade. Hell, we could probably upgrade the replicate too.
What if I got another drone though?
Yo,
Tesla would be difficult to do. Would likely arc to you. Electricity is hot.
As you guys are like listing off these different types of guns, you just see just Mouse absolutely drooling. Like he's in his own world right now.
well, I guess Mouse took another dose of slot again.
No, I'm just thinking.
Let's see if I can do this now that you are out of that situation. Pixie, roll me another con check.
Please pass. Just get him.
Oh, and Mouse as well.
What in the world would he be? Is he trying to pop my fucking eye out again?
Nope.
What is doing?
Mouse.
Yeah.
Pixie, you both feel... Well, for Pixie, it's, that same system that acted up again earlier that you managed to suppress yet again. For Mouse, this time, it was your, drug pod that you also managed to suppress.
It's like, hey, you start activate. I already know what that does. I can tell you. The moment that starts going, I shoot a lot better, but it gets me in withdrawals real quick. Don't be doing that. I can already tell you what that is.
I'll have to log that.
Yeah, it's a drug pod. It's full of onslaught.
This is what happens when you work with chaos. Swifter sings along as he tap dances.
Wait, we work with chaos?
Just an FYI, for the sake of, like, you all knowing this, Doc Corvus does not have, like, a direct communication with this guy. The rest of you do, because he's probably done something to your comms thing. So you all are... So Doc Corvus is hearing about all of this secondhand through you guys. He has not heard this guy's voice.
What happened to a light toilet?
Again, Swifter, you act like we wouldn't do this to each other.
Well, then why haven't you?
Because I don't have direct access to their fucking cybernetics, dude.
Oh, I could change that. Do you want me to?
No,
You want me to set up?
I turned it off.
Oh yeah, no, Doc absolutely has direct access to my cybernetics. I like willingly gave that over.
This heretic is exactly.
Wait, you're telling me, Mouse, that this other one has access to your cybernetics?
I mean, yeah, he should. He's the one in.
Ah, excellent, excellent.
Oh,
Doc
no.
Corvus, roll an intelligence check for me, at a -5.
Oof.
That's a big...
That's a big...
Is it just intelligence or would it be like cybernetic?
Good.
This is, yeah, cybernetics would work as well.
And before he fires the biggest gun.
I'm good.
Alright,
Success.
you succeed by 4. He succeeds by 4, and Defender victory. So, yeah,
What did he try to use? I have so many.
you feel like something is trying to enter your systems.
No, my sister.
Ah, very well done.
Just imagine he just puts
Who
it in
is this?
Doc,
Who is trying to mess?
Doc, you can trace that the attempt came, like, in reverse from Mouse's optics.
Can he counter that?
Yeah, can I try and go back and mess with him in turn?
Oh yeah, you can give that a shot.
Hacker boy!
It's yet another opposed check.
What is
Is it
this?
still
minus
at
5 still?
5 or...
We'll just let you have it default. I want to see.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Yeah,
A little bit better.
better, but he might fail.
He could roll a nat 20.
He could.
No, not a chance.
Uh-oh.
Natural 2.
He's just You just attempt to go back, and you get, as you are attempting to get into his systems, you get this sort of like animated image in your optics of a wagging finger, basically telling you to fuck off.
Okay,
Yeah,
you stay out of mine, I stay out of yours. Otherwise, I bring Melta.
You can tell the fat man we have a deal.
I'm
You
not
said to the-
muscle.
Because
Apparently, you have a
he didn't get
deal.
access to your system, so he still can't talk to you directly.
Apparently, he says we have a deal.
Okay.
Oh, so he called you fat.
Well, I'm from Valhalla. Should be fat. Keeps out cold.
Just, yeah, that's blubber.
Yeah. Gets fucking cold in Valhalla. Yes, they like.
Yeah,
fat.
it's a fucking ice planet. I mean,
Yeah.
that is absolutely
like-
fair.
It's standard
I
living
like
quality. I like
chunky.
being fat. Although he says that when he's like 2
Anyways.
years in space Australia.
I would
it's like
recommend
hard.
you move along before any more of those
Yes.
bugs skitter out of nowhere.
Yes, let us go weapons.
Yes.
So, yet again, we are in the more open region of this facility as you go along. This is, of course, all like Warhammer bullshit scale Manufactorum district. And you look about, any step and action you take seems to echo for what feels like kilometers. It's barren, and that point has been pretty solidified at this point.
He's not
Luckily
barren.
for now, it is also barren with a lack of bugs.
There's
At
three
least for
other-
now.
Every once in a while, you hear not necessarily the Sun Kid doing the baby laugh, but the echo of a long ago Sun Kid laugh reverberating
Yeah.
back.
God.
We will just continue to turn this into nightmare fuel.
As we're going, Manny's gonna do a detection check to see if he sees any of those stupid rats sneaking up on us, or anything really.
Yeah, go ahead and do a detection check for me. Anyone else that would like to as well, May?
Sure, why not?
This would be a,
I
depending
see
on how you want to go about it, Mouse, it could be based on, like, you're trying to listen for things, or you're trying to look out for things, and based on whatever it is, you get your appropriate benefits.
I'll go for both.
So let me lay it how Manny's doing it. We've encountered a few of these already. He knows what to listen for, and he knows what to spot in case something happens. That's what he's looking for.
Yeah, while you are not specifically in an area you've been to, considering you're going to explore a new area, at this point, it is mildly considered familiar territory. Everything else is like a carbon copy of everything else for the most part, considering it's Mechanicus like kind of architecture here, and this place was very intended to be functional over fashionable. And as you proceed to the east down towards the weapons storage, as you know the symbol to be listed, you gain a slowly increasing sense that things are dumb. That things are getting dumb. Like dulled feeling thing. You don't feel like you're having as engaging conversation anymore. In fact, conversation slowly starts to die out as you feel.
This is how Corvus always feels.
Oh God!
Yeah, you're basically getting the feeling of Corvus mentality in this area.
Dude. Yep.
Yeah, it's basically the extent of the conversation at this point.
Is this what he was talking about with orcs?
No, orcs don't do this.
No, orcs are big and green and yell and smack with axes.
Yeah, they're fun to fight.
Shit.
You continue along yet further. And the dullness fades away. And gives way to anger.
Does that 3%
you
And
all
by the
start to. You can do a little bit of a detection check around the. Oh, actually no. Manny, Mouse, and Swifter, you all passed your check. Mouse passed with a great success. You did not notice anything else moving about during that time when you were doing the detection check. There was no threats present.
That's the thing. Will Corvus be being affected by this emotion stuff? Since the null.
Corvus, you are completely unaffected, actually. The rest of you just feel like... So, all of you are just thinking about the bad shit that's happened, the wounds that you've taken, the annoying amount of time it's taken to traverse this entire place, the really annoying barbed wire shit, the lashing things that tried to eat you, the bugs that tried to eat you. Everything is just slowly starting to get to you a little bit more than it would, and you feel like this sort of anger and resentment pressing in on you.
So what you're saying is it's all Doc's fault.
Could I roll a willpower check to attempt to get my bearings a little bit to the point where I could do like a Psyniscience check?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do a willpower check for me to do just that.
4.
Swifter, you feel that you are now aware that you are under some form of external influence that doesn't stop it from having an influence on you, but you know that this is something otherworldly. You can't tell the origin of it.
Could I use Psyniscience in the warp to see if there's any disturbance?
Yeah, go ahead. That would be a separate follow-up one.
13 or 17.
All right, you can feel that, yes, this strange force that you are under is definitely emanating from the warp in some sense, but your knowledge of the warp and your background tell you that this is not actually the influence of the Dark Ones. It is something else that you have not experienced before, actually.
What the fuck is going
How-
on here?
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Why are you always just so calm?
Listen, we gotta ask ourselves why we're so fucking angry.
I'm not angry.
You know why I'm fucking angry? It's because whenever I'm trying to take any sort of leadership position, one of you shits takes over.
Oh, step up then.
I'm fucking trying. If you would stop doing dumb shit.
Manny just glowers at Mouse.
Both of you, let me repeat myself. Shut the fuck up.
I checked. It's not our natural anger. We're fucking pissed off because of some warp shit.
Warp, what the fuck? Is this some of this Inquisitor bullshit? What the fuck is going on? Will you just tell us already?
The warp is what spaceships use to travel between planets. If you listen to shit, you know that.
Don't listen to the voice in the warp.
Something's causing us to be real fucking angry right now, and I swear if we find out...
Manny's angrily gonna walk towards where this is emanating from.
It is the actual source of this emanating field. You can't actually discern its precise direction. You just know that it's generally been getting stronger as you've been going closer towards this place that you're headed towards.
Good.
Just shut the fuck up and keep going.
You are also hostile all of a sudden.
Shut up! I take my comm beat out.
Manny, immediately roll me a con check.
Wait, if I'm doing it too, does Swifter have to?
No,
too?
Swifter does not have to. Manny, roll me a con check.
All right.
You feel your arm attempt to, like, stop and halt you. You just push it forward through with your anger.
I am the master of my own body. Fuck off.
Shithead tech priest.
That is rather rude, don't you think?
If he doesn't respond, he can't hear him.
He can hear you through mouse.
Yeah, but he can't hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't actually hear him call you rude, but mouse does.
So, unless anyone stops, May's just going to keep going.
Yep, you keep wandering eastward unless you have any diverging ideas of your own, but this
I'm going for guns.
this feeling, save for Doc Corvus, gets stronger and stronger.
Fucking stuck here. God damn it. God damn it, Doc.
What?
You know what you did. Swift
Yes,
keeps walking.
But there are many things. Which one?
The whole reason I'm here, you chuckle fuck. When I get back, I swear, we're gonna have a good talking to. Alright?
Okay. Can talk.
I am picking up some strange readings over here.
No, you think?
Shut up, you pesky little one. You tell everyone else to shut the hell up. Have you ever thought that your bickering might be, bringing others along? After all, I feel like this one hasn't even noticed for a good while how much his little pet is freaking out. So, Mouse, in your anger, you actually haven't noticed George has been hiding and, like, shivering in your coat pocket. And before he's AFK. No, he's muted.
Sorry. Can I attempt to make like a will check to like stop being concerned, like mad, and start being concerned instead? Like just like, oh wait, shit.
You have the same like general feeling of anger, but you have no reason to be mad at George per se. So what this is doing is it's heightening previous resentments.
So Mouse is immediately like, oh shit. George, are you okay, buddy? You alright? What's going on?
He's chirping. He's like squeaking madly and like seems to be withdrawing. And you could get the vague idea that he's withdrawing back in the direction you came from.
Alright, whatever's going on here is seriously freaking out George. George doesn't usually get freaked out. Ever. Even when those giant bug things were going around, he was still relatively calm. This is big.
What direction does the beeper say to go?
Due east.
Then we fucking go due east. We don't really have a choice.
Is either go east or turn around, and we're already most of the way there.
Unless you guys want to send just Doc over there, and like, guys, if we send just Doc, we're sending just fucking Doc.
Yes, all the guns will be mine.
Oh, shut up, Doc. Alright.
Like Mouse is at this point attempting to kind of like put his hand like a little bit into his coat and like pet George to keep himself calm, reminding him that at least he isn't angry at George.
George is shivering much like a dog would in a storm if they're afraid of it. It is like rapid jitters and you can feel it from touching them.
Yeah, Mouse is absolutely petting George to calm himself down. Not like go off the handle on everybody.
As this is all happening, Manny has continued to walk a bit good ways forward. So we're just like in his current anger, pushing himself to just walk faster and harder. So he's basically like speed walking at this point ahead of you. And as you go forward, Manny, you please do a detection check for me.
Hold on. Also,
I'm gonna re-roll that.
to
All right.
make a detection check as well, or a different thing.
George is impaired, so that would be purely for like you and yourself.
Fuck.
So,
I'm too frustrated
You're too pissed to be paying attention to this.
Yeah.
As you proceed yet another, I'd say like another 5 or 10 minutes of walking, eventually you start to hear something that sounds vaguely like drums beating rhythmically off to the east.
I look at the data slate. Are the drums and the beep and the blinking still in the same spot?
Yep.
All right. Hey, blinking, and I keep going.
The drums go louder and louder, and soon you feel like, especially concerning the echoing of the area nearby, that's drowning out all speech. They bang and bang, resounding throughout the steel, and soon they're accompanied by screaming, loud noises of vaguely human, subhuman, you can't tell between everything. But you hear these guttural screeches getting louder and louder, going, "Roar!"
At this point, Manny has his butcher's lament out, the chain axe with the shotgun, and it's all across over his shoulder as he's angrily proceeding.
Yes, as this all proceeds further and further, you start to come across some different symbolism than what you've been seeing this whole entire time. The signs and symbols of the Mechanicus give way to crude skulls, poles with some actual tyrannid heads mounted upon them, gene stealers at this point rotted down to the bone, hybrids impaled against the walls by large blades. The blood here is dried, but as you get further along, the blood gets fresher, and the drums continue to resound, and the screams, the guttural screams, continue yet more. As you approach the front doors, these two massive 10-meter tall doors in front of you, made of what you would assume at a glance to be at least meter-thick steel.
That's a lot of steel.
are we right behind him, by the way?
At this point, you've caught up with Manny.
All right, good.
But I do have a cutting torch.
Mouse, as you reach the door and the banging and everything seems to reach a peak, George is trying to wiggle out of your pocket.
Hey, buddy. Right here. I'm right here, buddy. Nothing's gonna hurt you, no matter what.
Yet more rabid screeching from George as he is not seeming to listen to you.
So
Like,
there,
trying to gently pet him to try and calm him down. All right, we gotta take care of this and take care of it now.
Manny's gonna use the back part of the axe and just bang on the wall.
Everyone, sorry, rather. Swifter! Do another Cynicians for me?
Will do, boss. It is a will check.
Yes.
13 out of 17?
Yet again, you can tell that this is not usually the, kind of feeling you get when the warp is being pressed by the Dark Ones.
So it's not malign influence, but something else.
Yeah, it's definitely something else.
Could I put 2 and 2 together to, since we're closer, be assuming that this is where the drums are coming from and behind the
you
stories
and
where-
Manny are both hearing the rather obvious guttural cries of "Wah!" through the door on the opposite end.
Yes.
God, the fun thing is I actually speak Orcish.
Bang, bang, bang.
My
From
question:
Valhalla.
why?
Because a lot of Valhallans learn Orcish because they really don't like orcs.
They can insult them while they're killing them.
Yeah, so that they can know what they're saying, like know their tactics and stuff.
Actually,
Valhallans don't like orcs.
don't
Orcs
they
have
usually
tactics.
send a small strike squad of catechins when they're dealing with orc invasions sometimes?
Catechins have definitely run into orcs quite often.
Yeah.
Kind of have to deal with everything.
I don't know.
Very explicitly, Manny, you have been deployed against orcs at least once.
Yeah, Manny loves to fucking fight orcs.
Yeah, and the orcs really want your knives.
Mm-hmm.
But, as you bang the back of your weapon against this, right? To knock on the door?
Mm-hmm.
None of the drumming and none of the wahs stop. You can't tell if they're ignoring you or if they just can't hear you.
I'm gonna push it open.
You are going to start trying to push open the door. Roll a disadvantage strength check at -5.
Okay, I have melter and cutting torch. If can't open
How do -5?
in the modifier.
You can't directly modify the modifier, so just know what your thing is. Like, set
Okay.
your score for your strength to be 5 less than what it usually is.
Okay.
Just for now. Not the max, just the score.
That was with disadvantage. Nice.
Oh,
Double
you rolled
sevens.
2 sevens at a -5. Your usual strength is 17?
Yep.
Yeah, through your pure anger, you are able to push open this 3-meter thick metal door.
It's actually a pull door, but he just pushes it open.
It is 3 meters thick and 10 meters tall.
Jesus fuck, that's a thick door.
And Manny, through pure anger and testosterone at all this banging noise going on and making his head insufferable, is able to push this through. And you walk into this room, and you see a wide... is a manufactorum floor. It is actually seemingly the actual production facility and not the storage, so there was a slight mistranslation in the symbol. You assume that's just because those things can be vague.
So, as the door is opening, Manny, when they go in, Manny's gonna scream, "Shut the fuck up!"
You go inside, and you see a bunch of figures that are about human-sized, actually.
They're probably dumbfounded.
Crudely painted green with symbols everywhere that you can recall as very orcish. As you walk into the home of Manny, any off-worlders among this group? So
Yeah,
Manny.Corvus Swifter,
Oh,
you may roll
sorry,
me.
I accidentally rolled.
It is basically along the lines of knowledge legends. Basically, if you can argue something else for me, I might let you use it. Otherwise, it's going to be raw intelligence.
Detection to detect that this is a legend.
No.
Dig
It's great
knobs.
success.
What about leadership? Wouldn't fit either.
They look like orcs.
Swifter has never seen something like this before. This is completely new and foreign to you. Doc Corvus, I have something for you in a moment. Let's see what you get. You have vaguely heard about something similar to this. Doc knows exactly what it is. Doc, in your society's hatred of orcs, and your knowledge of orcs, you have learned of a faraway planet in a galaxy called Gorka Morka. And from that society, you know of a bunch of dipshit humans that were left there that basically started to imitate and act like orcs. Got really primal and became known as the Diganobs.
Diganobs.
Funny enough. Sorry.
Manny vaguely knows about this. That there are some dumb people out there that imitate orcs, but you don't know the specifics as much as Doc Corvus does. You know these guys are
Those
like
damn dirty diggers.
So funny enough.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
God damn it.
If I had thought about this, I definitely would have been a Diganob.
Yeah. And Swifter, you do assign missions for me as well.
Third one. All right. I'm waiting for you to get, or if it's going to be either a terrible failure or a greater success. Still no.
You know at least one of these motherfuckers is probably some form of psyker.
Okay.
That is about all I'll give you from matching it.
That's fine with me.
As you walk into this massive manufactorum factory, the factory floor is riddled with blood and the bodies of dead quote-unquote bugs and bug hybrids. As these guys stand there, some of them banging these massive drums in rhythm with one another, the rest of them screaming madly at the top of their lungs. And as Manny comes in and tells them to shut the fuck up, they turn and look at the door and see the dude who pushed it open. And, Manny, you see them all smile with very malicious intent. And that is where we are ending off for today.
I was waiting for it.
That's
I knew we weren't actually going to fight these guys this session. We all knew.
It's about 3 hours in. I wasn't going to start that on you, but I did want to leave you with that in your head. As welcome to Orktober.
Wow.
I knew I had to integrate these guys in here somehow, and I figured out a way to do it.
Diganobs.
That'd be that scene, the door opening, screaming, "Shut the fuck up!" and then the outline smiles fading as an animation ending.
Yeah, and it's like a pop-up of "Welcome to Orktober" before the
Welcome to October. Yes, dude.
As a note, has Pixie's stealth or Sunkid's stealth module regained function? Has it been half an hour essentially?
It has been more than half an hour, yeah.
Neat.
It's been like 2 hours or more.
All right, I'm gonna have a refilled flamer cartridge since I have a heavy flamer tank.
Yeah, you have enough to refill it again. And with that in mind, thank you everyone for dropping by for today's session of Necromunda. I hope you will join us for the rest of the sessions this Orktober, and I hope you have a lovely one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
orc.